Hi, this is Josh Coburn with Chamberlain Real Estate, and today I want to talk to you guys about the top 3 decisions you have to make when selling your rental property. We just sold one here at Chamberlain Real Estate, and all 3 of these came up. Number 1, the timeline. You want to think about the timeline of the sale. Number 2, the price. You want to think about the pricing of the sale. Now, you're going to think about that with any other property, but with a rental property, a lot of the times, upgrades and additions have not been done to the property for a significant amount of time. And number 3 is probably the most important, and that is, what is your relationship with the tenant? I'm talking about how has the tenant conducted themselves when they've been at the property when it comes to paying rent, when it comes to communication. We had a tenant that had always paid their rent on time, and by all means, they were great people and a great tenant. However, when we let them know that the owners were going to be selling, they became non-compliant. We delivered to them a 60-day notice, even though the owners didn't have to. But when we did that, we were able to actually close on the property on day 55. In this situation, even though they were unagreeable to the sale, there was a mutual respect. And they did realize that the sellers, having had a death in the family, needed to sell the property. And so they did work with us and ended up becoming more and more transparent about their situation as the escrow went on. The tenants moved on. They ended up getting a great rental at a great rate. The buyers were happy because they were able to close within the timeline that they needed. And the sellers were happy because it didn't get dragged on longer than it needed to. So it's important to consider these 3 biggest decisions when it comes to selling a rental property. 1 is the timeline. Number 2 is the price and the considerations because it's been a rental. And number 3, the relationship with the tenant and how it's going to affect their lives. It's important that these transactions are done with mutual respect for everyone involved. If you ever have questions about selling a rental property or a property that's been inherited, feel free to reach out at the contact details below to Josh Coburn or Craig Chamberlain at Chamberlain Real Estate. Thanks.